Good evening. This is TC, and I'm here to share some thoughts from Touch Media Group for the evening, and hopefully to help you get through the rest of your week and give you something to kind of focus on as you go about your merry way. This one kind of hit me hard, and I mean, honestly, when I think about it, it makes my stomach hurt. So I'm going to share what it is that I want to talk to you about tonight, and hopefully we can come to some resolution in regard to it. I've just been thinking that one of the hardest things for human beings to do is to see ourselves. Yeah, let it sit with you for a second. It's hard to see ourselves. But because it's so hard to see ourselves, we are really quick to judge others, particularly those people that we love, and be harsh in our judgments towards them. And because we don't look at ourselves, it becomes really super easy to demonize others and place ourselves on this real high pedestal up in the stratosphere with our partners as if they are scum on the bottom of a shoe that just stepped in a puddle. And even scarier than all of that is, I don't know if we can't see ourselves or if we refuse to admit that we see ourselves and just don't care. Like, I know I'm like this and I don't care. And so I won't acknowledge it to anybody else. But either way, I need you to know that the inability to see ourselves tonight has become at, I would say, epidemic proportions, and it's hurting our relationships. It's creating these hailstorms of just negativity and picking and plucking and poking and pointing fingers at one another all the time, trying to trump the other person in regard to who's doing better or who's performing more. And it's really creating this hailstorm that's really unnecessary in our lives. Let me give you examples. Like, we're real quick to call our partner a liar. We're real good for that. You're a liar. We say that stuff. But have you ever told a half truth? Have you ever not been exactly honest? Have you ever left a portion of a story out? I'm sure we all have. But, when we look at the other person, we need to throw stones. But when we lie, it's not that bad, right? Or you're unsupportive. But when was the last time you exercised some support? When was the last time you were the person that just sat down and listened to how the day was? Or I'm not affectionate. We say that to our partners. You're not affectionate. You don't ever hug me. You don't ever love me. You don't ever do nothing with me, blah, blah, blah. But when was the last time that you reached out and held his hand in the car? When was the last time you offered the hug or the kiss or the point of affection that was not related to some kind of a sexual interaction? Those kinds of things are the things that I'm talking about when I say that we have trouble really seeing ourselves. We're real quick to call somebody else a cheater. But one of the biggest pieces of cheating is like that whole emotional relationship that we have with people other than our spouses. I mean, think about it. You're calling somebody else a cheater, but do you have a lock on your phone? Is your phone always face down? If I asked to go through your phone, would you just hand it to me? All those things are factors here. My point is not to make you feel bad about yourself, but my point is to help you to get grounded with who you are. And when you start looking at yourself in a real way and get real with who you are, it would become so much easier for you to actually look at your spouse and see them as a human being, just like you are, fallible, with good things, bad things, all of those things going on. And maybe even have, God forbid, a little bit of respect for the person that you actually say that you love, instead of demonizing everything, instead of, hyping up everything. When you see that you do those same things too, it may help you to actually extend some mercy to the person that you say you love so much. So tonight, as you go into the Valentine's Day weekend, I really want to encourage you to just take a couple moments, just think about who you are. Think about the things that you do that are not so great in your relationship as well. And it may help you to take some of the pressure, some of the heat, some of that demonizing off of the person that you say that you love. Now, I'm about to sign out, but I want to encourage you, if you haven't done so, you need to get the book, He Did It, No, She Did It, The Blame Game of Marital Demise. That is available on Amazon.com in both a paperback and a Kindle version. I also encourage you to support my business, Touch Media Group. We do coaching and life counseling, things of that nature, so that we can try and help you get through some of these rough times. You don't have to do this alone. And on behalf of me and Touch Media Group, I want to wish you a wonderful and happy holiday and say happy love life.